In the ancient days of internet security and computer threats, we had things like viruses, and we talked about things like worms. What they all are is they all fall under the class of malware, malicious software. It's something that pretends to be a screensaver, but in reality is a password-stealing Trojan that's designed to steal your credit information, your identity information, your usernames and passwords.
You look at malware growth, it's up 650 to 700% in the last year and a half. You look at the content of mail today. Spam mail is 92% of the mail deliverable in the world today. You look at machines that are being taken over. There's over 500,000 machines on a monthly basis that are infected and taken over for malicious purposes.
So while that malware is wreaking havoc on your machine, you're losing credit card information, you're losing identity information. Possibly next quarter's fiscal reports are going out the window. So when a customer or an enterprise is exposed to a piece of malware or a threat, their business is essentially being sent to a bad guy on another part of the planet.
Well, a customer has to use the internet to be successful, so they have to offset the balance of, hey, I have to use it, with how do I stay protected from it?
If you look to the way the security industry used to respond to threats, as an industry, we responded in a very reactive manner. We had to go out and get the malware, or we had to wait for someone to submit the malware or the virus or the worm to us, or we had to go out and acquire the spam sample or the phishing sample.
You'll see things with malware detection or antivirus detection, you'll hear the word signature. Signature is synonymous with it's already known, because generally a signature is created because there's a malicious attack that has occurred, and as a result you've created a signature to protect against that attack.
That's not enough in this day and age. When we deal with 6,000 to 8,000 threats every single day, to send out a daily update is simply not enough.
Artemis is McAfee's answer. We bring it to the ecosystem. So we have a complete view of all of our customers, looking at all of the ecosystem. And their single request, we can look at everything we've learned across everybody else who uses our products today and make a decision not just based on what's on their system, but what all of our users are doing today.
The best analogy I can give to the way Artemis actually works is like the FBI profiles bad guys. So they don't know who it is specifically, but they have a profile of bad behavior. Artemis is kind of like that in the sense that it knows characteristically how malware behaves, and when it knows enough bad behaviors to say that file is bad.
So what that does then is it takes the reactive capability almost down to real time. You may have a file on your system that there is no signature for, but another user in our ecosystem has asked us about that file 10 minutes ago, and we determine it's bad, and now you have almost instantaneous detection.
We don't have to know that it's malware 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just have to know it exhibits characteristics of a certain type. Once we know enough about the characteristics, we could say it's password-stealing Trojan. Move on. We don't have to know it's password-stealing Trojan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just have to look at it characteristically, and then we can predict it's a piece of malware. Whack it over the head and move on to the next 6,599 that we have to deal with throughout the course of the day.
So the great thing with Artemis is it's actually already in our products today. If you're an enterprise user, you need ePolicy Orchestrator. If you have ePolicy Orchestrator, you can turn on Artemis. If you're a home user and you're using any one of our current malware detection products, it's 2 mouse clicks to enable Artemis and you're good to go.
A further value that Artemis brings to the table is its ability to contain malware faster than ever before. So oftentimes we will see malware appear on, let's say, a website in China or a website in Korea or even a website in the United States. We can react to it quicker than ever before, containing that malware and preventing it from spreading to machine to machine to machine to machine, because we've gotten protection out to the field in, quite frankly, real time.